to the show we adore. From the heart of Perth to the world beyond, let's hear your roar. Perth Swan Cricket, let's make it clear. The community sports show brings us the cheer. Batting, bowling and fielding with flair. Each game is a story for the players out there. Riding the highs, embracing the lows with passion and pride. That's how this game flows. It's the PSCA Review Show, bringing you magic and many a treat. Feel the thrill and the pain and even the heat. Awards and recognition for all every week. Come on, join us. Let's take a peek. Hey! Breakdown of the action. Listen to the crowd. Cheers for the wicket. Oh, they're screaming loud. Cricket's not just a game. It's a sight to behold. Stories of legends, both young and the old. No matter the grade, we cover it all. With every wicket taken, we rise and we fall. Across the grounds of Perth, we gather and share memories of triumph, skill, and the players' great flair. It's the PSCA Review Show, bringing you magic and many a treat. Feel the thrill and the pain and even the heat. Awards and recognition for all every week. Come on, join us. Let's take a peek. Hey, hey. Hey. Together we rise, united and strong. With every strap pulled tight, we all sing along. Commentary electric with stories that soar. This week's highlights leave us hungry for more. Catching every moment, we live for the fight. Every player's battle, our hearts feel it right. It's the PSTA Review Show, bringing you magic and many a treat. Feel the thrill and the pain and even the heat. Awards and recognition for all every week. Come on, join us. Let's take a peek. Don't miss the show for all that's exciting, the hype and the glow. Thanks to the sponsors who believe in the game. Your support and pride have earned you the fame. To Perth and beyond, we're proud to declare the PSCA Review Show is tops everywhere. With bats and with balls, we're ready to roll. Join in the action, come and feel the soul.
Dun, 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 dun. That must mean it's Friday night. And by virtue of the fact we've played the intro, it means you're here on the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association Review Show, number 15 for the 25-26 season, here with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and this bloke, he can't get enough of us. He's doing all he can to be an international superstar. It is Michael Edwards of West Coast Cricket Club. Welcome, mate.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Yeah, doing very well. We'll find out a little bit more about you and your team and how they're all going in a moment.
Perfect.
But before we do, just off the top of the show, I want to first of all give a shout out to everyone down in the valley, Helena Valley, Boyer, Darlington, all unfortunately subject to fire at the moment, so take care up there. A lot of our clubs in fire-prone situations, mate.
Yeah, it's not ideal situation, is it? It's, well, especially when you get hot weather like this, it's inevitable, but it's never a nice hearing.
No, well, how many fires have you seen at cricket games back home?
None. It's, unless someone does it in a field and a farmer's field, but yeah, it's not
how
normal
many
at
have
all.
you heard of here so far?
Oh, plenty.
Yeah,
I've seen a few as well already, so yeah.
So look, best of luck to everyone up there, and a big thank you to everyone who's joined us just this week. Our numbers continue to grow. It's our pleasure to be here. Thanks to the clubs that are co-hosting. I know West Coast are co-hosting, as are Middle Swan and the association. Thanks to everyone for joining us. Righto, let's get into it. Michael Edwards.
Yeah.
Eddo.
What do you want to know?
Wow. What are you prepared to tell me?
Anything you want.
Careful. We're not that kind of show.
Well, yeah. Whatever you want to know about cricket or home or here,
Well,
I'm easy to sell.
Let's start with home. Where are you from back in the UK, England,
Yes.
Scotland, Ireland? Where are you from?
No, yeah, back in England, from Essex, so just outside of London, probably out 40 or 50-minute drive. So yeah, little nice place. It is home.
Yeah, it's good to have you here. How long you been in Perth?
I got here on the 4th of October, so literally a week before the season started.
So West Coast paid for you to come over, have they?
No, not at all. No, I funded it all myself. Yeah, it's been great them having me, but it's nothing like that. It's just
I'm cheeky, mate.
No, it's all
I'm
good.
cheeky. And I just want to give a shout out, Jeff Hammond, giving me some feedback about wide angles. I need it these days, mate. Thanks for the feedback there. New camera setup. Appreciate the crowd input. Now, we've seen you on camera. We were talking before we went to air about the fact that you've had a selfie with me, or I had one with you.
Yeah.
I filmed you in the first game against Midland.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had... What else has gone on since then? A little bit.
Yeah. I kind of nearly killed our captain. We'll get into that more.
Weren't getting a game?
No. Well, yeah. I didn't like batting a 6 the week before, but no. All jokes aside, there was a pretty freak accident happened on the 13th of December, the last week before the season, and Nosey was there. If anyone hasn't seen the video, feel free to have a watch. It's not the most comfortable viewing, but yeah.
I'm pleased on that note. A big shout out to Zach, the captain. You did nearly decapitate, but it was quite scary at the ground for the people there.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the collision, but I saw a post just yesterday from the club. I think it probably Bailey O'Keefe or someone put it up. That Richo and you are both now in a well enough mental and physical state to say he's recovering, you're back playing.
Yeah, I don't think...
One of those moments.
Definitely, yeah. I don't think we wanted to post it straight away. Obviously something that was quite fresh still. Zach obviously come off of it worse than I did. I think the collision, the way it was, my hip went into his shoulder, and no, my knee went into his shoulder, and my hip went into his head. So yeah, that didn't help. Broke his collarbone in two, bones sitting on top of each other. So yeah, he's now got 9 nails in his shoulder, but he's on the mend slowly. And I think I might have got out of it just with a bit of a dislocated shoulder, but that's all sorted now.
Yeah, well, it was one of those moments we talk about, moments in life. You made a decision to come to Perth.
Yeah.
You know, that was a moment.
Mm-hmm.
You played a game, you on camera, ran into someone. That's a moment.
Yeah.
There's ups, there's downs, but the club's rallied together. Good club, even though Bailey O'Keefe's been cheeky online about accents and stuff. Bailey...
I don't expect any less. Any less at all.
He's just jealous because he knows you're going to double his audience numbers. See, I get to say that, you can't.
Yeah, I'm staying quiet.
But, I mean, in the journey of... So, batsman or a bowler?
Batsman. Well, especially now anyway. When I was a lot younger, I was a bowler. I used to bat 10 or 11. We don't have 12 men at home. So I used to bat 11 if you was the worst batsman. You didn't be able to get a week off. So I used to bat at 11. I used to try and block out draws at the end of days. But then as I got older, I moved more to batting and bowling a little bit. Probably still can bowl a little. We'll get onto that later on. But yeah, more of a batsman now, definitely.
Well, in your... Because I never ask a person's age, but in your journey so far, has there been a special moment...
over here or at home?
Wherever.
Here, probably my first 50 was nice. That was also when you was filming, which was good. So that was good to get that on the board, and then to bounce back the way we did against Southern Rossmoyne with some runs as well. That was nice. And then at home, I would probably say a couple of years ago we needed to win to stay in the division. They split the division in two at the end of the year, so we needed to come in the top half. and we needed a certain amount of runs to get so many points, and we ended up putting on, in a 50 over game, we ended up putting on 434.
Ooh, not bad, not bad.
Including a 201 opening partnership that I was part of. So,
Oh,
yes,
very nice.
It was a pretty nice day, that.
Well, that's what we like, is special moments, you know. And your club, one of the things we've spoken about as a show viewers is clubs getting behind themselves and creating a bit of content, having a bit of fun.
Mhm.
You've been involved with the Masked Wonder, the Lesser Bailey,
Yeah.
with a project at the club called Beyond the Boundary, or
Yes.
you're trying to take over my role or something.
No, not quite. So I think Bailey kind of had the idea originally, and it's a case of Bailey always wanted to do a little bit of a podcast type thing.
Yep.
I do a podcast at home for my football, or as you call it over here, soccer team, that I'm a part of, and I said I was more than happy to go on it with Bailey, and we cracked straight on basically. Bailey, I don't know if you've seen, but Bailey O'Keefe's now had to step back from that.
Yeah.
Because he's having a little one, which is lovely, and he's also got some more responsibilities at work. So the other guy who's come on, Bailey Cayley, has been on here before. He's taken over with me now, and the first episode come out this week.
No, it's great to see. So credit to you for that, and well done on getting everything sorted. You've jumped in the deep end.
Yeah. I don't like to do things half. It's
See,
it's been
you're
great.
nice, and the other Baileys just jumped on and asked for subtitles.
Yeah,
I tell you what.
I can't say I'm surprised. He won't do the podcast next week. I'll just do it by myself.
Yeah, well, international audience, mate. We go international there.
There we go.
I believe there will be people in the UK watching on tonight.
Yes, yeah, I reckon so. I've sent the link to a couple of people, family especially, and then there might be a couple from my club at home. But yeah, we'll see.
Who are?
Well, my dad, Steve, he's coming over in a couple of weeks, and then Mum is working, but she'll watch it after, and then people from Stamford Lee Hope Cricket Club back home.
Stamford Hope.
Stanford Lee Hope.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stanford Lee Hope.
So it's all because there's a river called the River Hope that the Stamford is on top of. So
Yeah.
it's I've played there since I was 9.
Okay.
and
little
never-
town, village.
Yeah, it's a town.
City?
Yeah, it's a town. So probably, I don't know, a few thousand population, nothing crazy. But we have 4 teams on a Saturday, plenty of kids, plenty of older players, and try and get as many wins as we can.
Well, that's what it's all about, although wins don't always come easily. Good to have Stanford on.
Stamford Lee Hope.
Stanford Lee Hope. It'll take me about 8 times to lock that in, but a big shout out to Stanford Lee Hope. See,
There we go.
the more you repeat it, the easier it is.
100%.
All right, now, before we get into it, this is the Perth Swan Cricket Association review show, proudly presented thanks to Intersport, Slater Gartrell, and our platinum sponsors, ID Athletic. All me is this good because of ID Athletic. If you want sporting apparel and promotional club merchandise or Vision Decor, they've done our floor here in the studio, indoor, outdoor blinds, whatever you need, Vision Decor and ID Athletic will look after you. Right now, before we get into the scores, mate, let's have a couple of special mentions, because on Sunday last week we were at the Community Cricket T10 Cup for the Mediterranean Cricket League. A big day out there at Ascot Cricket Club, 6 sites.
Nice. Very good.
The WA Police, last year's premiers, trying to defend their title. Sorry, Numbats, that didn't work out to be.
Yeah.
The Fire and Rescue Service, an Aboriginal All-Stars side, the MSI, the I was about to say multicultural, the Mediterranean, they're multicultural, the Mediterranean All-Stars, Ascot, and the first time in the competition, Leaderville,
Yeah.
stepped up and won the title.
Very nice.
And they only got in there thanks to a last ball win in the last game of their pool round.
Wow.
So, yeah, I think they needed 19 off the last over, and it came down to needing a couple off the final ball. So, well done to Jack Fletcher and the Leaderville guys. Congratulations on your win, defeating the All-Stars. Brad Hogg, a former Australian cricketer.
Yeah, I've heard him, yeah.
Well, playing for the All-Stars. A big shout out to Luke Pommer's back as well. He was there. Thanks to Weasel and Washi for your commentary work. Great to have a bit of support there. Congratulations to Caversham. You're having, or you had, an outdoor movie night at the club last Saturday. Set up a big
Was it
screen.
on their big screen?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
put
very
up a
nice.
big blow-up screen up there, so great to see. And Darlington tomorrow, enjoy your past players' day. And it's funny, as a Perth man, how many towns like Darlington, Perth is from Scotland.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
must-
it's crazy. There's a good
is
few.
it like you going,
Carlisle?
yeah,
Carlisle's another place.
you
Yeah,
know
it's-
them all, eh?
Yeah, there's a good few that are exactly the same. It's nuts. Yeah.
We're not known for our originality.
No.
But never mind, what we are known about here on the Community Sports Show is covering every grade and every match. So let's get into it. And first day of the two-day grades back into two-day format.
Yep.
Got a score update for us, and I'm just going to scratch my eye because there's something in it and it's annoying me.
Yeah.
So if you tell the viewers at home what the scores were, I'll catch up in a sec.
Perfect. Sounds good. So first grade, full first is second. Carlisle 3 for 76 off of their 32 overs. Chasing Bayswater's 103 off of their 44. We then got Forestfield 101 in 61 overs. They've got Swanview 2 for 31 off of 18. And then SKLP got 277 in 79.2. So they've saw out the whole day against Les Murdy there.
Yeah, good start back into the two-day format. But I think the curse is in reverse because Bayswater, historically a very good two-day format side, historically struggle in one-day format. They've done all right in the one-dayers. Go back to 2 days and Bayswater, what the heck, 103. That's big.
Everyone has off days, I suppose.
Yeah, well, they do.
You never know. Still got next week, or this week, as we say.
Yep, they do. And look, it'd take a big collapse, though, and we'll have a look at that in a sec. But the batting mentions, as Jeffrey asks, where do you see the vision? It is actually on our page and on the West Coast page. But don't go there right now. Stay here on the Community Sports Show. Rishi Solanki, he had 55. Uday Kakani had 42, while Hashid Vasani 37. Tyler Lovell still going around for Forestfield. He had 34. And Ash Mapani with a very handy 31. And we only count scores 30 or above. So.
Yes, yeah, that's all good. I've realised that on the weeks that I've watched. So that's no, it's nice to get a mention for those players, of course. Onto the bowling side, you got James Oughton, who took 5 for 63 off 23 overs. Well, that's a good effort. That Josh Francis 4 for 3 off 5.2. Very good inclusion. Maybe should have bowled a couple more overs. Me thinking, but Ben Kerr played for us in a couple of T20s. 3 for 74 off his 22. Very good bowler. Luke Stevens then took 3 for 11 off his 9, and Trent Kinley took 3 for 15 off 14 overs. That's pretty good economy.
It is very good, and you're onto this, mate. Your practice has paid off. Now, viewers, every week we have a look at the Golden Ducks. I have had a look at them, and I'm pleased to report that this is the equal lowest scoring round in first grade. Said we're not having any. So as a result, realistically, the ladder is up for contention this week because Swanview, they are one game clear, but they need 71 against Forestfield. Should get that, I imagine.
Yeah. I hope so, anyway.
You would hope so. Carlisle, sitting on the edge there. They're in fourth position, taking on Bayswater, who really do need to make amends for their 103. And when we look at it there, what have we got? 26, I think. 28 there.
28 needed, yeah.
So it's going to have to be some very tight bowling.
Yeah, we need some bowling like some of the boys you mentioned earlier, definitely.
And in the final game, Les Murdy Mazenod have the chase of the week, needing a very high 278 against SKLP. And realistically, that's top versus 5. I hope you do it, but I'm not sure it's going to happen.
Yeah, well, we'll get on to it. There's still a chance. Obviously, there's some games lower down that there were some upsets in, so you never know. Yeah,
and bonus points proving to be the difference this year. Clubs, that's a new thing for the competition this year.
Mm-hmm.
Historically, you pass the score, you'd knock off, and there'd be an hour's play on the second day.
Yeah.
Introduced bonus points, so clubs playing for that.
Mhm.
In the second grade, there's only 5 teams. University, 6 for 210 off their allocated 70. They're up against SKLP in a 5v4 battle there. Ascot took on Allenbrook, who put on 189 off 60 to call it quits at the end of the day. That's a 1v or 2v1 battle.
Big game. Very big game.
And I've changed it up ever so slightly because there's only 2 games. I've gone batsman, bowler. So
Yep.
you want to talk about Uni SKLP?
Of course, yeah. So, Josh Elliott with the high score in that game, 64 not out off 130. Then you've got Will Dawson also bringing up a 50, 52 off 121. And then followed up by Dan Frampton with 36. You've then got Kishan Halai, who took 3 for 38 off his 10. And Harsh Bat also took 4 wicket-keeping catches. It's a very good day, that
is a good day out. And it sounds like Bailey Cayley's watching from Malaysia, so a big shout-out to all the Malay fans up there.
Yeah.
In there, he's probably lazing by a pool.
He's got his... he does. I don't know if you know, he does wrestling. So he's got a competition this weekend. So that's why he's out there, I believe.
What's Bales?
Bailey Cayley, not Bailey O'Keefe.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. Sorry, Bailey O'Keefe. I'm not saying you couldn't wrestle. I'm sure you will.
I'd
but
like to see that.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that.
Anyway, moving on. That's again a different show. All right, Bailey. Well, maybe we have to catch up because I've got mates that wrestle. I say I've got mates. I haven't seen them for a while, but we know plenty of wrestlers through the show as well. So
Nice.
have to talk about that.
Mhm.
Ascot took on Allenbrook, or are taking on, and the skipper Josh Bibby, he's going to be a future guest here in the studio. He had 92 off 115, batting at 6.
Yep.
50% of his side score,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 players in the teens, and Josh doing the hard work there. Best of the bowlers, Trent Nielsen with 5 for 47 off 16 overs, and Jason Austin rounding it out with 3 for 15. And there were no golden ducks.
Once again, that's a good effort, definitely. So obviously, as you mentioned there, we've gone through the scores now. So SKLP have got 211 to get against Uni to stay 2 clear there in that one. And then Ascot have got a chance to claim their first if they can get 190 against the leaders, Ellenbrook, in that one.
Yeah, so that game there really pivotal for the top of the table,
Mm-hmm.
because and that's why that's there, because Ascot literally just 43.8 points,
Yep.
trailing Allenbrook on 45.
Yep.
But they've both won 4 games, so the winner of this game
Mhm.
will take top of the ladder.
Nice.
So that is the second graders. You're getting plaudits from all around the world, mate. Third grade, let's have a look at this. There was a couple of big games, and I think it's fair to say probably a bit of an upset too. Swan View, second place, went for 161 off 56. They've got SKLP, who are the ladder leaders,
Yeah.
5 for 40 off 19. SKLP with a hat-trick of ducks.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a hat-trick of ducks, it was 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Never helps your innings.
No, definitely not. It's they're up against it this week.
Yeah, Les Murdy Mazenot, 124, up against Uni, who are also up against it. They're 3 for 49 off 20.
Mhm.
And in the battle for third spot, realistically, Bayswater, 7 for 194, batted out there 70, and Ascot will have to chase that this week. Not many batting mentions, though, so
No.
I might even let you just do the whole batting and bowling. There's
Sounds good
5
to me.
lines.
Yeah, definitely.
And I held, yes, kids, stay at school. I know I held up 4 fingers.
But the fault was there. You tried anyway. So Tyler Jeffries at the top of all the batting stats this week. So he got 40. Jake Williamson with 35 not out, and then Tanmay Kulapaka with 31. No Goldens again.
Goose egg.
Another 0, which is good. Onto the bowlers. Kirk Loam with 4 for 22 off of his 10. And then Milan Debasia with 3 for 26, and
And he put on 11 off 36 batting at 1.
yeah,
The reason that's there is because Milan has been inconsistent. He's been in the All-Stars team. He's on the radar.
yeah,
You got your 3 for there, Milan, but in that 5, 6, 7 spot that you're battling for, you need more than 11. So he's one of a few on the cusp of getting the bump.
yeah.
I know it's tough being a selector, I tell
Yes, not easy.
you. All right, having a look at what's needed. Ascot need 195 to hold third place in that game against Bayswater. Swan View, you would imagine, should get the last 5 SKLP scalps. It says scalps, so I'll say the word scalps, for less than 122. And if they can do that, that'll be first place for them.
Yep.
And realistically, Les Murdy, Mazenod and Uni, I'm sorry, gentlemen, I think you're in a battle to avoid the wooden spoon.
Yes.
Because when you look at it, 5 sides or 6 sides, they're 2 games down. There's only 2 games left.
Yeah,
So play
Up
the
against
spoiler role. Play the spoiler role.
definitely.
All right, well, just on that note, viewers, as we get a request from Scott Hall for me to double check my messages, that was perfect timing because, you know what? We've worked hard. It's time for a drinks break. So what we'll do, viewers, we'll have just a couple of minutes break here on the Community Sports Show and be back in a couple of minutes for the next segment here on the Intersports Later Gartrell Perswan Cricket Association Review Show. Thanks to Vision Decor and ID Athletic for their sponsorship. We'll be back in just a moment.
Our hearts beat loud with a pulse full of pride. Across the Perth Swan region, the spirit's alive. Every swing of a bat, we're ready to thrive. Community's the key, all shapes and all sizes. No matter the grade, we'll take all the prizes. Let's swing for the fences, let's hit every note. With our friends by our side, hear the laughter and hope. From local stories that brighten our days to the world near and far, let's set it ablaze. Here's to the bowlers and all of the bats, the thrill of the chase and those midfield chats. In every grade we shout and we cheer. The PSCA spirit, it's loud and it's clear. The swings and the misses, we've seen them all, but it's the love of the game that makes us stand tall. The Community Sports Show, where we share the tales, all of the highs, the lows, the triumphs and fails. Knows ease in the groove with every shot that we play. In the Perth sunshine, we'll dance every day. Across the Perth Swan, we'll keep making noise. With every match played, we'll celebrate the joys. From the riverbank's beauty to the shores bright and blue. In the heart of Perth, it's the love that we bring. With each swing of the bat, let's make history shine. Perth Swan Cricket, Community Sports Show. Together we shine.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This old fella's got his handle well and truly on the steering wheel of the internet and all the things technical. Didn't sound like it when I just said that, but oh dear. Welcome to the inside of my brain. Welcome back, viewers, wherever you are. It is the Intersports Ladder Gartrell Perswan Cricket Association Review Show, edition 15, with me, Noel Nosey Johnston, and this bloke, Michael Eddo Edwards. Thanks to Vision Decor and ID Athletic. Mate, before the break, we looked at the two-day games. Lots of close challenges there. A few probably nearly decided games. But now it's time... Oh, actually, I just realised what I did there. Now it's time to have a look at... See, you catch yourself. If I was old and senile, I wouldn't have remembered to go back to where I scrolled past. A couple of mentions here. First of all, Mount Lawley Inglewood, they're having a quiz night on Saturday night. If you're into your quizzes, head on down to Hamer Park, 7 o'clock for a 7:30 start. Dianella Cricket Club, the Demons, they're having a past players event next Thursday night at training. So I like that idea. Get the blokes down, maybe motivate the players. They're doing all right. But next Thursday, the Dianella guys head on down to Light Street there. And Scotty Hall, you snuck this in by the hair of your chinny chin chin, my friend. Sharam Eswaran, congratulations on your 200th for Ascot last week.
Good achievement, that.
Yeah, very good milestone. All right, here we go. It's time to have a look at the one-days. And in the Vision Decor one-day A grade, it was the away teams that dominated the Week 13 competition. Dianella lost 5 for 207 to Helena Valley, 5 for 210. Yokeim Pilbara at home lost to Hawke's Punjabi. No wonder there was no score updates on Play HQ. To Hawke's Punjabi, 7 for 230. I get to say that. Scarborough, 9 for 142 down there at Bennett Park. Lost to Caversham, 2 for 142. Chasing that down in 27 overs there. I think that must have been 2 for 143 maybe.
Yeah, I reckon so.
I reckon so. That's what I'm going with. And in the broadcast match, a big shout out to Peter Sharp and Trent George Kennedy, the train, for hosting us last week. But unfortunately, it didn't go in the home side's favour. Don't blame me. It's never my fault.
Never.
Coolbinia West Perth 140 going down to the Panthers, 3 for 141 in 25 overs, and some big scores there. Who got the runs?
At the top, Faizan Faisal, 84 off 83, batting at 5. Very good effort. Verinder Sandhu, 84 off 67 at 4. That's a very good strike rate, that. You then got Trent Mitchell, who got 74. Connor Smith, 70, red inker. Govinda Brar got 64. Happy Bapari and Jeevan Preet Singh both made 62 not out. You then got Sean Cohen, who also got 62. Toby Robertson got 52. And then the boys that unfortunately didn't quite get to 50 but still above the landmark. Darren Johnson got 40. Paul Ridley and Phoenix Trott both got 34. Umair Iqbal got 32. Jag Singh 31. And lastly Curtis Stark with 30.
And just the one golden there, that going to Dianella. Probably didn't help at home there. Never mind. Good performances, everyone. And Darren Johnson got 40 there. A big shout out to Darren Chandler. He's online as well. He says, how are we going? How are you going?
I'm great.
And I'm great too. Thanks for checking in. Should always check in on your mates. You know, it's not okay to ask if you're not okay. All right, let's have a look at the bowling performances here. First of all, Vishal Sharma, he had 4 for 31. Dave Washbourne had 3 for 14. Pavan Kumar, 3 for 29. Lakshay Benaval, 3 for 33. Shah Khan. Do you know where Shah Khan is from?
No.
He's a character Shah, you're not the character. There is a character in Jungle Book.
Okay.
That, now, viewers, is Shah Khan the snake or the tiger? I can't remember.
It's a little quiz.
Yeah, little quiz.
Little
I tell you
quiz.
what,
Yeah.
to your left there, behind your water bottle, we've
Yep.
got some Joey Swan Valley Diner vouchers. First, we're going to, actually, while I read this next bit, we're going to have to do some research. So the first person to correctly put a comment up, and we'll have to fact check it during the next drinks break, but was Shah Khan a tiger or a snake in Jungle Book? Whereas Knowlesy lost his plot. Nishal Patel, he had 3 catches for Helena Valley, and in the ladder stakes, well, Caversham, they're on top. 2 games clear of Dianella. Hawks Punjabi in third. Helena Valley have 4th at the moment. Mount Lawley Inglewood giving chase. They're 2 games behind those, so really need a few results to go their way. Scarborough with 4, Coolbinia with 3, and our mates at Yokai and Pilbara, who I'm still waiting on those photos, fellas. They're on 2. Matches this week.
Yes, so we've got Mount Lawley Inglewood, obviously in 5th, playing against Dianella in 2nd. And then we've got Hawks Punjabi are playing Scarborough. Helena Valley are playing against Coolbinia.
Oh, yeah. No,
Coolbinia was Perth, sorry about that.
No. I love the fact that you've come in here prepared with a little cheat note of all my acronyms.
Oh, when you put initials and I've never been here before, it's a little bit tough, so I'm trying.
No, you're doing perfect.
And then
man.
lastly, the last fixture on that is Caversham versus Yokai and Pilbara.
Yeah, that is a heads up for anyone who does come in the studio, because there are so many teams, and I'm not going to write Mount Lawley Inglewood or Coolbinia West Perth in full every single time I have to write it. I'd run out of paper. So we use shorthand. And
Yeah.
You're doing well, mate. I genuinely mean that. All right, now Darren Chandler has jumped in and said that Shah Khan is a tiger. I got a feeling he's right, but we'll confirm that, Darren. So you're in the running as well to get, or you are in the running to get that. If someone puts snake, they'll get it, and it depends on who will be right there. All right, we're in B grade. West Coast, first season in the Perth Swan Cricket Association. We've had the 2 Baileys on.
Yep.
Your club has been described in various ways, but they are enthusiastic. They are a close-knit bunch that enjoy each other's company.
Yeah,
Would that be a fair assessment?
100%. Yeah, whatever people have said. It's we only do it because we love the game. We love each other, and yeah, no, they've certainly welcomed me with open arms. I've enjoyed being here so far. So yeah,
I think it's because Bailey Cayley likes putting on inflatable unicorn,
yeah, fair.
blow-up outfits and things like that.
Yeah,
You know.
he rocks it. I think
Oh,
looks fantastic.
again, different conversation. But Bailey, yeah, you do. Right. All right, let's get into the B grade action here. I'll let you go through the scores this week. 'Cause
Perfect.
You
Yep.
guys had a win.
Yep, so Caversham, big score against Mundaring. They beat them. They hit 7 for 323 off of their 40. And Mundaring can only get 178 all out off their 31. Then Hawks Punjabi, who we've got this week, we'll get onto that later on. They got 7 for 207 in their 39.3. And they beat Midland. They had 3 balls to spare.
Yes.
Beating Midland, who got 5 for 205 off of their 40. Glen Forest then set West Coast. They hit 7 for 199, so we needed around 200 to win. And we chased that 5 down off just 26 overs.
So I'm just sorry, viewers. I don't normally do this, Bailey. Tonight we're actually getting comments on, because of the way we set up the video. We're getting comments on the Perth Swan Cricket Association feed as well as our show's feed. So I've just toggled back to our show, and there's a few questions there. Most of them I'll come to in a moment, but there's a lot of opinion. Now, see, this is a conflict I have. Because Darren commented Tiger on the other post, or on the other page. Jeffrey Hammond's gone Bengal Tiger on this page.
We'll have to look at the times.
Yeah.
There should be a timestamp
Well,
on
Jeff,
it.
you've got one coming already. I might. Anyway. All right, let's.
We got last result was Brabham. They carried on their fantastic form, chased down. They bowled out Southern Rossmoyne for 115 in 33 overs, and obviously you got to back the 20 if you chase. So they hit 2 for 167 off their 20.
Yeah, not a bad effort there. Realistically, Brabham, they are going well.
Mm-hmm.
They're confident. They're doing it by the numbers.
Yeah, it's the way they play is probably different to most other teams in the league, but it works, and they're a very good side. So yeah,
Disciplined as well, I think.
100%.
All right. Well, speaking of discipline, there was a few disciplined performances. See the segues? They just flow.
Fantastic.
Nitin Sachdeva had 110 off 67. You talk about strike rate. That's impressive. 11 fours and 7 sixes, batting at 4 for Cavisham, while Raj Singh, not to be outdone, he had 101 off 87, batting at 5, 11 fours and 2 sixes, and he chipped in with 3 catches as well. Then we get to Harry, good old Harry.
Yeah.
How you going, Blanchy? He had 69, Jimmy Singh 64 not out, Ryan Wilson with 59, Riley Maturo the standout from Mundaring, he had 58. That's a third of their score, so great effort there.
Yeah.
Some bloke called Eddo had 56.
Should have had more.
Should have had more? What
Yeah.
happened?
Just
Out to a...
missed a straight one. No, it was leg stump. Thought he was getting up a little bit more and tried to sweep across and just missed it. Hey ho.
So it has nothing to do with the question about you running between wickets then?
No, I didn't get run out this week. Thank God. Yeah, it's we'll get onto that later on.
Is that a recurring habit?
Well, I've got out run out 30% of the time this year, and also caught and bowled 30% of the time. So yeah, it's I still haven't got out defending, which I'm holding on to. But yeah.
Well, you'll get that chance tomorrow. Musan Ali, he had 54. Abi Salian, 52. Lockie Walter, well done there, Lockie. He hit the half ton. Amrit Verk, so close, Amrit. He had 48. Harley Brown,
Yep.
chipped in with 44. Amila Dharma Priya with 33. And Jesse Bardsley rounding out the batting mentions with 31. And there were 4 Golden Ducks. Mundaring, Hawks Punjabi, Glen Forest and Southern Rossmoyne. Again, different app. Let's soldier on. I'm his agent. No, I'm not your agent. No. Let's move on. Bowling mentions.
Yes.
The price of fame, mate.
That's great. It's brilliant. So Dadip Singh took 4 for 16. Saeed Alan then took 3 for 24. And also made 91 off 50 balls.
Yep.
Which is very good. Batting at 1.
Yep.
6 fours and 8 sixes. Jag Danoa 3 for 27. Then come on to very own Ronan Leonard, took 3 for 29. But I will take a little bit off of that. He did get hit for a 6 that then hit the crossbar of a football goal off the boundary. So I think you can add a little bit more onto the runs, but that's all good. Maggie Brad took 3 for 31. And Raj Singh had his 3 wickets for Caversham to go with, obviously, his runs early on that we mentioned, the 101.
Yeah, very good performances there. Love to see it. Saeed Alam, courtesy of the 3 for and 91, putting himself in the running for the All-Stars. We'll find out if he got in or not later in the show. All right, well, the ladder. We talked about Brabham. They are the only undefeated side still standing in the entire competition. They sit clear on 12 wins and no losses. Caversham are next. They have 1.48% and Hawks Punjabi 1.1%, so they're battling it out for second. You guys are fourth, so you're in the hunt there.
Yep.
But realistically, you're only 1 game ahead of Midland, so I think that it's Midland, West Coast, Hawks Punjabi, Caversham and Brabham.
Yeah.
Playing it off or trying to play it off.
Yeah, I think that's the way that it's seen from us boys as well. Obviously, I think we've still got to play all 4 of them once, so that can change a lot.
Well, Yeah, they can.
We're not gonna catch Brabham. Don't get me wrong. I don't think we can now. But it's But there's still a chance of getting second, and you never know. Might get a home grand final. You never know.
First year in, that'd be fantastic. All right, matches this week: Southern Rossmoorn up against Caversham, Mundaring take on Brabham, and that will be a hurt. Mundaring, please take some tissues, take some towels, take some aspirin, because it's going to be a tough day out there for you on Saturday, I think.
Yep. It'll be a tough one.
But guys, you're plugging away. You've got to win. You know, so there's a side that will be mentioned in E grade that doesn't. So you've at least got one. Midland taking on Glen Forest in what we'll call the local derby. Realistically, there, Midland needing the win to stay in contention. And then the match of the week.
Yep.
We head to Hudson Park.
Yeah.
West Coast versus Hawks Punjabi, 3v4, 4v3.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys need the win to stay ahead of Midland.
Yep.
If you can beat Hawks Punjabi, then you equal them on wins.
Yep.
So you've got a better percentage.
Yeah. We'll just be half a game behind with obviously them getting that tie with Caversham as well. But it's fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Well, you'd want to do more than that. I'll just put that out there.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that I don't run into anyone this time when you're there. So yeah, that's
mate.
That's the aim.
That's funny because some people out there, I love you all, but some people say they love having me there.
Mm-hmm.
Some people go, "Oh no,"
yeah,
because
I love it. Like anything on camera, just have a laugh.
All right. Well, C grade wasn't on camera last week. But a couple of cheeky underdog wins on the road would have made the supporters very happy because, again, all four teams on the road getting the wins. Helena Valley kicking it off against Caversham. I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Because I saw you look for HV. So, Helena Valley.
I'm there. Helena Valley. So, they hit 156 in their 39. But then Caversham chased that down. 4 down with 9 overs to go. Carlisle in third. Lost to SKLP, who are bottom of the ladder.
Correct.
But as we've said earlier on, any result can happen on any day, so you never know. SKLP hit 268 for 7 off of their 40, and Carlisle were 211 all out off their 32. Ballsbrook, who were top, also lost to Middle Swan. So another one for the surprises, as you say, the underdog wins for last week. Middle Swan chased down Ballsbrook's 146 that they got off their full overs, and they chased it down 4 down, only needing 24.
Well done, fellas. Good. Yeah, the side is coming together.
Yeah.
Just need to train a bit more, but they're coming together.
Very nice. So then Forestfield then hit 8 for 104. And obviously with needing to bet out the 20 overs, Brabham then had 4 for 178 off their 20.
Yeah, they would have just opened up realistically there. But it wasn't a Brabham player that had the best performance. That went to Manpreet Dillon. Well, in fact, it did go to a Brabham's player. Yeah, I know. 110 off 53 to have the best strike rate of the weekend, 9 4s and 10 6s. Pardon me, batting at 3 for Brabham there. Well done, Manpreet. Cole DiVincentis, he had 84. Dave Smith, 70. Dhruv Gopal had 67. Jeffrey Hammond, that one mentioned is for you. He had 65. While Rami Rumgaria had 62. Dulshel Kara had 51. Matt Zappacosta, 46. Rahul Rahul. He had 43. Amit Kumar, 38 not out. Vinay Vicaria, 31 not out. And some bloke from Bullsbrook doesn't want to be identified, but he got 30.
I thought that was his name.
No.
So for anyone just referencing, on the notes, Nosey has written Bully Private. So obviously he didn't want to know his name. However, I thought someone has called that. So yeah, it's
well done.
It's a great name.
Yeah. Well done, Bully Private.
Well batted, sir.
And just the one going duck to Carlisle there.
Yeah. So on to the bowling stuff now. Raj Coker took 4 for 15. Bhavesh Pindoria, Pindoria, yeah, that's it. 4 for 43. Rahul Gautam took 3 for 14, and then Kuldeep Chowdhury with 3 for 40.
Yeah, well done there. And Nikki, am I allowed to call her Nikki? Nakia?
Nakia or Kia,
Kia?
I reckon. I think that's what she prefers.
Yes. Kia, thanks for sharing the link to Jeffrey there. Appreciate that. All right, the ladder looks like this. Bullsbrook on top, and there was a smile there because Bullsbrook have only lost 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are against Middle Swan. So the fellas enjoying the bus trip last week. Caversham, well, as a result of Bullsbrook dropping the game, they're equal, but they trail by 0.7. Brabham here are in 3rd place. Middle Swan and Carlisle both on 6 wins, 6 losses. Middle Swan have it by 0.14 at the moment. So, and anyone can be in it there. Mm-hmm. Helena Valley just hanging on. They've got 5. They need a win. While SKLP and Forestfield play the spoiler roles for the rest of the year, I think. Mm-hmm. And matches this week sees Caversham up against Forestfield, Brabham versus Bullsbrook, Brabham versus Helena Valley. My eyes were looking at Bullsbrook then. And Middle Swan versus SKLP, while Bullsbrook take on Carlisle. Carlisle, I suspect, will feel the wrath of Bullsbrook after we've hurt them twice.
Yeah, well, Carlisle obviously still going for that final spot themselves, so yeah, you never know.
And good players there, Desi David and Al Tyler and the gang down there in C grade for Carlisle. Don't want you to take our spot, but good luck.
Yeah. So on to D grade.
Yep.
Dianella beat
Les Murdy Mazenod.
There you go. There, that's the one. So Les Murdy Mazenot hit 9 for 157 off of their maximum overs, and then Dianella in a bit of a rampage there, 1 for 161 in just 28.
Bang bang.
Southern Rossmoyne then drew with City Beach. They both hit 233 off of their full overs.
Wow.
City Beach were 8 down, Southern Rossmoyne were 9 down, and obviously City Beach are top of that ladder, so it's a good result for Southern Rossmoyne, and I'm sure the boys chasing them will be happy with that draw.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Meanwhile, Darlington went down to Scarborough 85-7 for 208. And Mount Lawley Englewood beating Coolbinia West Perth 7 for 136 to 9 for 132 in those games there. And I'll do the batting simply because it probably doesn't make sense in a second.
It's fine.
First of all, Chris Murphy holds his spot in the All-Stars. Well done there, Chris. He had 86 off 105 and took a couple of catches to hold his spot. Andrew Robertson of Dianella had 78 not out. Andre Burris had 72. Duncan Henderson with 51. And Andrew Robertson, there's 2 Andrew Robertsons in the competition.
Yep.
Of Les Murdy Mazenod, he had 43, while Hayden Candy, the tail-end batsman, with 37 to his name.
Yeah, so on to the bowling. Prasanna Edewira took 3 for 19. Tom Condello took 3 for 20. Ben Perella, 3 catches from Mount Lawley. And Andreas Burris took 4 for Dianella.
Catchers win matches.
Of course.
That's what they reckon.
Safe hands.
Unless you and Zach are running under them.
Yeah.
Anyway. I know, bad nosy.
No, it's all good. I deserve it.
No. I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
No.
But
it could have been worse.
Yous have put it out there. Nakia is sharing it, so it's now public property. In the drawn match here, Southern Rossmoyne had a few good performers. Nimesh Patel with 60, Dipak had 38, Arpana Charia 35, and Neil Patel with 34. Best of the bowlers was Dylan Morgan and Tristan Showers, and I mentioned Chris Murphy holds his spot, so too does Dylan Morgan. Josh Monahan, he also had 33. Pardeep Kumar 3 for 40, and then 29 extras. In a drawn game,
Yep.
you give up 29 extras.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know, not
you haven't
great.
done yourself a favour.
And Darlington getting the only golden duck in the D grade last week. Ladder?
Yes. So City Beach remain 2 clear with 10 and 1, and then you've got Mount Lawley Inglewood who are second. You've then got Scarborough, followed by
Your
Les
favourite?
Murdy, who are in 4th.
Southern Rossmond. This whole segment is just 2 letters each.
That's fine. Southern Rossmond I know because we played against them in our grade. That's all good. Followed then by Dianella, and then you've then got Coolbinny, West Perth, and Darlington at the bottom.
Yeah. Good luck, Darlington, this week there. Got a tough match. Another top v bottom of the table situation here at Ron Joe's Oval. Darlington celebrating their past Players' Day tomorrow, so let's hope the fellas turn up. Jared Quinn, thanks for sharing. Good luck to you and the team. The other matches, Dianella taking... Oh, pardon me. Dianella taking on Mount Lawley Inglewood. Coolbinia West Perth up against Les Murdy Mazenod. And the match of the round, in my calculations, we'll see Scarborough take on Southern Rossmoyne, and that one I've called a danger game because Southern Rossmoyne in 5th. If they can't beat Scarborough, they're going to drop out. Dianella then with a chance to play a bit of catch up.
Definitely, yeah. Dianella in for a tough game themselves, of course, playing with Mount Lawley Inglewood. But yeah, that's two very big games for them too.
Right, it is indeed. And as we come to the second tea break, well, the first tea break, we've had a drinks break. We'll have just a couple of minutes break here for a tea break. And wherever you are across the globe, you're here on the Community Sports Show with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston. And as his name says across... I can't do that because then it looks like I'm picking your nose. Michael Edwards of West Coast Cricket Club, thanks to Vision Decor and ID Athletic. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Community Sports Show.
Our hearts beat loud with a pulse full of pride. Across the Perth Swan region, the spirit's alive. Every swing of the bat, we're ready to thrive. Community's the key, all shapes and all sizes. No matter the grade, we'll take all the prizes. Let's swing for the fences, let's hit every note. We're the friends by our side, hear the laughter and hope. From local stories that brighten our days to the world near and far, let's set it ablaze. Here's to the bowlers and all of the bats, the thrill of the chase and those midfield chats. In every grade we shout and we cheer, the PSCA spirit, it's loud and it's clear. The swings and the misses, we've seen them all, but it's the love of the game that makes us stand tall. The Community Sports Show, where we share the tales, all of the highs, the lows, the triumphs and fails, knows ease in the groove with every shot that we play. In the Perth sunshine, we'll dance every day. Across the Perth Swan, we'll keep making noise. With every match played, we'll celebrate the joys. From the riverbank's beauty to the shores bright and blue, in the heart of Perth, it's the love that we bring. With each swing of the bat, let's make history shine. Perth Swan Cricket, Community Sports Show, together we shine. It's a brand new week. The games have been played. Now let's take a peek. Wickets are falling, cheers rise through the air. Heroes in the making, showing how much they all care. Highlighting legends from every grade. Tales of triumphs that never gonna fade. Hey, hey, hear the warriors roar. Celebrating moments, always giving us more. Purse one cricket, we rise and shine in the game of our lives. We're doing just fine. On sun-soaked afternoons, legends come alive. Cricket bats swinging, they're ready to thrive. From every club with the glories untold, come join the story, let the magic unfold. Hey, hey, hear the warriors roar. Celebrating moments, always giving us more. Purse one cricket, we rise and shine in the game of our lives. We're doing just fine. Scored and each ball that's bold, a new story is made and never gets old. We're more than a team, we're a family, we're one. Cricket's our joy, come and join the fun. Oh, hey, hey, hear the warriors roar. Celebrating moments, always giving us more. Purse one cricket, we rise and shine in the game of our lives. We're doing just fine. To the fun, the community sports show is our #1. Cheers to the players, to every last cheer. Weekly Warriors united, without any fear.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are across the globe, whether you're at Stanford Lee Hope Cricket Club in whereabouts?
In Essex?
Is there a part of Essex?
No, Stanford Lee Hope is the town.
Okay, so a big shout out to Stanford Lee Hope and all those watching from Essex. This is a moment that you'll probably enjoy more than seeing your mate get belted for 6 or run into people. Welcome back. You're here with me, Olsey Johnston, and Michael Edwards. I had to stop and think for a second there. I don't know how I could forget, though, because you are everywhere.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
You were on our intro, you were on our promo, and then you're on our Warriors video.
Mm-hmm.
All you blokes at West Coast, if you don't start calling him Eddo everywhere, I'm going to be disappointed, because you have really just made your mark, haven't you?
Yeah, I'll try my best. Yeah, there was a reason why we took that photo, but we obviously the incident was after that, so it wasn't the best timing. But yeah, I'll take being on the Warriors one. Always nice to get some runs.
Yeah, well, congratulations on that.
Thank you. Back to back, I'll take it.
And congratulations to everyone involved in this week's video, and a big thank you to the clubs and those photographers that take the pictures out there and put the info out there every week. Kia.
Yeah.
I've got a niece who's spelled exactly the same, and she's Nikaya.
Yeah.
So I struggle. Kia, well done, thank you. Krishna up there at Bullsbrook, well done. And a special shout out to Lawrence Hillary, who will get a mention in a little while. All right, well, normally I'd play the videos of the week and announce the winner, but I said, I'm being honest. You, the clubs out there, you guys and girls, haven't sent any videos in, haven't tagged us. I've seen a few on your socials. I've said, oh, send us this one. and you haven't. So because you haven't, I haven't. It's not an excuse. It's just the reality of life. It is an excuse. I could have done it. But look, let's get back into it, because let's get the videos of the week back up, because we want to give away those Joey's Swan Valley Diner vouchers so that you can enjoy their breakfast, morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea, or dinners with hot food, hot drinks, cold drinks, whatever you like. They've got it all at Joey's Swan Valley Diner. All right, let's get into E grade, because this is an interesting one in many respects. There's a club in this grade that hasn't won yet.
Yep.
Brabham are the only undefeated. This side is the only side yet to win. But let's have a look at the scores first. Caversham, top of the table, lost to 5th place Belmont. Belmont in a game for their survival. 8 for 202, defeating Caversham, 161 off 39. SKLP lost to Carlisle 61. That's not the lowest score of the round yet. Yet it is, but it's not going to be. 61 going down to Carlisle, 6 for 120 off their 20. Maylands, well, they're enthusiastic. We saw Will in the Warriors as well, but they only made 151 before going down to Allenbrook, 167, and Brabham 127 off 33, defeating Swanview 91 off 28.
Yep. So on to the batting. Shashi Chakor hit 51 not out, batting at 10 for Brabham, and also took 1 for 6 off his over. It's a pretty good day at the office. That getting a not out 50 at 10, we'll take that.
Yep.
Bailey Saunders got 48. Sad Hosson also got 48. Reese Stratham got 44. And then Brian Omrod O'Dowd got 32.
Yeah, and Cabby got the golden duck there. A big shout out to Steve. Must be related. He's put Eddo. Eddo.
Yeah.
He's gone for the Japanese version. Eddo. Big shout out to you over there, Steve. Look forward to catching up with you maybe in a few weeks' time. Safe travels until then. Looking at the bowling mentions here, a couple of them. Adrian Sheridan took 5 for 20 in his 200th game for Carlisle. Well done there, Shero. Malik Hassan had 4 for 18. Darren Chandler, you were online before, you get a mention. You had 4 for 22. Louis Bell, 4 for 32. Jack McGrath took 3 for 9 off 4. Kushtabasia had 3 for 17. And then Arij Safar, 3 for 19. And a special mention here, he's put himself in contention. Unfortunately, probably not going to get a gig, but certainly on the radar. Kim Nelson taking 3 for 20 and then putting on 55 not out for the Red Dogs. So good effort there. And Bailey Saunders chipping in with 3 catches for Allenbrook as well.
Definitely, yeah. So looking at the ladder, Caversham are top with Brabham close behind them. Obviously, it's a bit of a theme now. I think Brabham as a club seem very, very strong, and they're at the top or near the top of most of all of their divisions. So yeah, they're in second, chasing Caversham down. You then got Maylands and Ellenbrook, both on 7 and 5, with Maylands just 0.09 ahead of them on percentage wise. Then Belmont are 5th with 6 wins, and then you've got Carlisle, SKLP, and unfortunately bringing up the rear is Swanview. Yeah,
Swanview. Unfortunately, we've had a couple of mentions tonight where top v bottom, Swanview's pain looks set to continue this week against Caversham, even though it is at Brown Park there. Carlisle take on Allenbrook. SKLP take on Maylands. That one important one, Maylands. If you want to stay in third and ahead of Allenbrook, you realistically need to get the win over SKLP, who could be a bogey side.
Yep.
And then the match of the round sees Brabham taking on Belmont. Belmont, tough ask, need to prove they're capable of playing finals, and what better way to do that than against the second placed side in the competition.
100%. So, That was E grade wrapped up, so now on to F. So we've got Western Wolves. They got
sorry.
they got 4 for 194 off of their 40 against Yokai and Pilbara, who then hit 189 all out off 34. It's a very good win defending that. You've then got Ascot, who were 7 for 167, beat Dianella, who only managed to get 111 off of their 31. Next on to our F grade team at West Coast. Unfortunately lost to Mount Lawley Inglewood. We set 148 for 9. Just a side note on there, obviously we couldn't get a win, but that is the first time we've batted all 40 overs this season. So we mentioned on our podcast during the week, it's a little side accomplishment there. Mount Lawley Inglewood chased that. It does say 6 down. However, I will make a note after speaking in the club. There was a guy that was, I think he had a bit of heat stroke, so the umpire said he couldn't bat anymore. So effectively they were 7 down. So if you look at that and you had 20 on, we might have been a little bit closer. But going down there in 30 overs, and then the last fixture of the round was another draw. Two for the week. So Southern Rossmoyne was 7 down for 192 off of their 40 overs. And they actually claimed the last wicket on the second last ball. So 192 all out, Brabham were. What a finish to that game.
Mate, can you imagine being on the batting side going, run, go for the second?
Yeah. Well, imagine being on the bowl. How excited would you be being on the bowling team?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, that's what we love about community sport viewers, wherever you are. Get involved. I put a post up about my footy connections with the AFL State of Origin. I come from a football, real football, not that round ball thing you call football. From a footy background, I put a post up. We can't all operate in the top shelf. I've been lucky enough to have that opportunity. But from West Coast to Stanford Lee Hope, wherever you are involved in sport, it's important that you are involved in sport because it's good for you.
Definitely.
And games like that, I'm sure there was mass counselling sessions over mass beverages.
Yeah, definitely. But both sides can lick their wounds and also celebrate getting a tie. So.
Yeah, all right. And all of that means it was a great batting effort across the competition there. We'll lead off with Amrit Raj. He had 68 batting at 9 for Yokai. 4 4s and 5 6s there. Very good. What's that? 50 off his 68 came from boundaries. Najal Patel had 63. Akash Patel 61 not out. And Dean Demos of the Western Wolves, he had 58. And then a couple of mentions in a row here, candidates for effort of the week, and we'll announce that shortly. Luke Puskutchin of Ascot with 57 not out off 43, batting at 7, took 1 for 11 and had 3 catches. So that's a day at the cricket.
A very good day.
RB Singh had 55, and then Amila Vithanaji also putting himself in the running for the effort of the week. He had 53 and took 3 for 26, while Chirian Kunath had 50. He just went 50, that'll do.
Yeah.
Jashandeep Buller had 48. He couldn't quite get there. Mike Barton, one of your fellas,
Yep.
chipped in with 38. Aryan Sharma, 37. Digi, he is loving the time in space, Digi, isn't he?
Yeah, he's getting better every week, and long may it continue.
Now, Scotty Hall just saying his first ever 50. I'm going to speculate that was for Luke, who's from Ascot. Rolling through the rest of the batting performances, Sanju. Oh, now I should have left you. You got this name perfect earlier. Have a crack at it.
Warnakula Syria.
Yeah.
Syria.
Well done there, Sanju. He had 34.
There you go.
Thanuja had... I know, I've been told I'm allowed to cheat and do that. Thanuja had Thanuja Samara Singh, he had 31, and Dan Murphy, everyone's favourite bloke, he had 30 as well.
Life and soul of the party.
I know.
Yeah.
3 Golden Ducks, West Coast had 1, Mount Lawley, Inglewood and Brabham.
Yes, so now on to the bowlers. You've got Pete DeMarco, took 4 for 23. Stuart French also got 4 for 34. Mujtaba Zaidi took 3 for 34. And then Aaron Ward, 3 catches for Ascot, with Luke's 3 as well.
Yeah, Luke Puskutchin
Yep.
up there. So ladder sees Southern Rossmoyne on top by half a game over Western Wolves. Brabham in third, Yokine in fourth with 7 wins. Then a drop down to Mount Lawley with 5. Dianella, Ascot and West Coast probably playing the spoiler roles there. And a big shout out to Jacob,
Yep.
part of the F Troop there down there.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, fellas. Games this week.
Yes, so huge game, second v first. You've got the Wolves have got against Southern Rossmoyne. They'll be hoping to use the home advantage to take off top spot.
Yeah, Ferrara Park there.
So you've then got Ascot against West Coast. Hopefully we can do the double on Ascot. Fingers crossed, you never know. And then you've got Yokai and Pilbara playing against Brabham, 4th v 3rd, another good game. And then you've got Mount Lawley Inglewood are home to Dianella.
Well, if you or F Grey can get the win on the road over Ascot, they'll drop down into that 8th position there. So,
Yep.
bit of an incentive for the Coasters.
Mm.
All right, let's have a look at G grade now. University 134 lost to Helena Valley 136 off 36 overs there. Scarborough the Sharks 3 for 116 off 29 defeating SKLP 115. In the top of the table clash, Allenbrook 184 lost to Maylands 5 for 185 off 32. Maylands' 6th straight win. Well done there, Maylands.
Very good effort.
And I think we'll see that put them in the top of the ladder shortly. And Mundaring enjoying the weekend off.
Yeah, definitely. So on to the batting highlights. Baljit Singh hit 92 off 108, batting at 3. You then got Simran Charan hit 82. Srujan Devireddy hit 45. Anish Halai and Jeffrey Lang hit 37. Ashwath Rivakumar hit 35. And then Maylands bowlers actually went for 41, unfortunately, including 35 wides.
Yeah, not great there, Maylands. And when you look at it, realistically, Maylands there got up by 1 run, but they had a couple of wickets in hand. But you could have been out of there in 25.
Yeah, it could have been a lot earlier, but they just wanted to get their money's worth, didn't they?
Yeah, well, it's all about enjoying yourselves. 2 golden ducks. I'm not sure that Helena Valley enjoyed that. They had both of them. Stephen Matthews had 5 for 16. Michael Cookero, big shout out to you, Cookie. Couple of 5-fers there. He had 5 for 31. While Suresh Virada had 4 for 32. 18 wide, Suresh. I get to call it out.
That's got to be some sort of fine.
Yeah, well, you'd want it to be. And see, this is what I smile about.
Yeah.
Bowlers, and I've seen it so often, get a duck or a golden duck or something like that, and then they get some runs, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Suresh had 4 for 32, 18 of those wides, but he did get in the batting mentions for a 30 not out as well, so swings and roundabouts. Anil Katakuri, he had 3 for 37, and a nice easy one here. Chris Smith, thanks Smithy, he had 3 for 45.
Yes, so onto the ladder. Maylands are top with 8 wins, followed by Ellenbrook. You then got Helena Valley in 3rd, Scarborough in 4th, Uni chasing that finals place in 5th. You've then got Mundaring, and bringing up the rear is SKLP.
Yeah, and just you West Coast fans online, just settle down. No public fighting. Do it at home in private. Matches this week. Match of the round. See Scarborough taking on Allenbrook. Uni v Mundaring and Maylands against SKLP. Let's have a look at H grade now as we soldier on towards the tail of our show here today. Griffiths giving a shout out there. Good to see you online for Cookero's 5-fer. H grade.
Yes.
Midland defeating Coolbinia West Perth 9 for 186 to 170. I'll have to sack my researcher because these aren't highlighted. Bayswater 7 for 214 defeating Carlisle for 72 off 15. City Beach putting on 5 for 217. That's a good knock there to defeat Glen Forest 116. And we're starting to get into the crunchy low end of the numbers. 48 off 18, Allenbrook going down to Yokai and Pilbara. We thought they'd make it exciting. They had to bat the 20, but they were 5 for 98.
Yep.
And 25 of Yokai and Pilbara's 98 there were off extras.
Yeah.
So
Tough day at the office for Ellenbrook.
Tough day at the office.
Definitely. So on to the batters. You got Jake Codling, who got 88, and also Jake Wheeler, who got 67, both for City Beach. Good day for them, boys. Azam Mahmood got 60, Terry Duncan with 58. We've got another contender here for performance of the week with 49 not out of 26 for Luke Bassemaker, batting at 8.
Yep.
With 6 fours and 3 sixes, and also took 5 for 27 off his 6 overs with the ball.
Have to be a strong contender, you reckon?
Yeah, Vianga Silva got 42 not out. Sag Khan then got 38. Rasiru Pitiagi got 32, batting at 10. And then lastly, Dylan Wilson scored 30.
Yeah, 5 Golden Ducks, Bayswater, Glen Forest, Allenbrook, and Carlisle getting a pair. In the bowling stakes, well, a couple of fifers here as well, so it's good to see. When you go through every game and every grade, you see this. And there's lots of good performances everywhere, so well done. Regardless of the grade, taking a fifer is always a good effort. James Hayworth with 5 for 13 for Bayswater, and then Navneet Ramani, 5 for 21 for Yokai and Pilbara. Chipping in as well, Ash Chowdhury, he had 3 for 8. Chamud Vithanarji and James McIlvain both took 3 for 22, and then Prashan Harath taking 4 catches with the gloves for Coolbinia West Perth.
Good day with the gloves. You can't complain about 4 catches at all. Looking at the ladder, so City Beach are on top with 10 wins, Midland in second, Coolbinia West Perth in third with 8 wins. And Bayswater have moved to 4th with 7 wins. You've then got Carlisle chasing them for the finals place with Yokai and Pilbara in 6th. You've then got Glen Forest in 7th with Ellenbrook bringing up the rear in 8th.
I feel like a proud dad, just the way you soldiered on there. You didn't look down, you went, I know this.
Getting there.
Sorry, Steve, I'm adopting him.
He'd like that. I'll get out of his hair then.
Yeah, actually, I'm not sure my wife would be a fan, but never mind. He's a lovely kid, but I'm not adopting anyone.
No, that's all good.
And then we better mention the games before I forget. Coolbinia West Perth up against Allenbrook, Yokai taking on Midland. Glen Forest up against Bayswater at I think that's at Birkinshaw, and then City Beach taking on Carlisle. That probably the game of the match, or game of the round, because for Carlisle, they can't afford to drop that. Bayswater against Glen Forest, you would think would get the win.
Yeah.
Carlisle need the win to stay in touch with Bayswater for that 5th or 4th spot. So a tough day out for both sides.
And also that they'll want to win that to stay top, because obviously they're only 1 game in front of Midland in second.
And I hate to break your heart, but your dad's already given you away.
I'd love to say I'm surprised.
All right, well, we won't surprise you. We'll take one last break here on the Community Sports Show, Perth Swan Cricket Association review show, proudly brought to you thanks to Intersport, Slater, Gartrell, and our platinum sponsors, ID Athletic, for all your sporting apparel and promotional club merchandise, and Vision Decor. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Community Sports Show to wrap it up with me, Noel Halsey Johnston, and Michael Eddo Edwards. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the final session of the Perth Swan Cricket Association review show. Thanks to Intersport Slater Gartrell. You're here with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and our guest of the week. He's been enjoying himself, and he's asked if I can just let his dad know that he's happy to be adopted because the weather here is much nicer. He said, when you come over, don't bring the rain with you. So, Steve, you're on notice. All right, before we get into it, just a couple of things to mention. Of course, we've got the Golden Duck Tally updates, the All-Stars team to announce, and we've mentioned a few of them throughout, but we need to tell you who will win the Effort of the Week award. Now, before we get into I-grade, let's do a couple of extra special shout-outs. First of all, to John Coolgis of Carlisle. I was talking to John a couple of weeks ago after a broadcast, and he told me this, and I've seen it officially announced today. Congratulations, John. He has been selected in the Cricket Australia over 55s national team.
Wow.
And will be going to Cape Town in South Africa later in or late March. So congratulations there, John. JK, awesome effort, mate. Hopefully we can catch up with you before you go and get a bit of insight about the over 55s. And I tell you what, that was great news for him.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible news for me.
Why?
Because now I'm looking for a wicketkeeper, and he's been selected in an Australian team. How can he not be in the All-Stars?
Well, there you go.
That's a question I'll have to ask of our selection panel. All right, Xavier House, 50 games for Mundaring tomorrow. Congratulations to you. Be sure to bring the house down up there tomorrow, Xav. All right, let's get into the last couple of grades.
Yep, on to I-grade. Just before we go on, down at West Coast tomorrow, Sam Bavington is also playing his 150th. So that is away at Ascot. Hopefully they can get a win on the board, as he said. And I'm sure he'll be back in the bar afterwards. So, yeah, that's hopefully a good day for him tomorrow. But, yeah, cracking straight on with I-grade. So, Caversham lost to
Coolbinian
West Perth. I didn't look down. But
No.
Coolbinian West Perth. Coolbinian West Perth hit 169 and Caversham only got 108 back. Mount Lawley Inglewood chased down Bayswater's 99, 4 down. Middle Swan hit 129. Unfortunately, couldn't chase down City Beaches 4 for 236. And then first v second, SKLP. They unfortunately only hit 38. Not the greatest day, considering they're top of the division as well. You'd hope to get a nice win, hopefully against second. But yeah, 38 they got, and Western Wolves having to bat their 20. They were actually 7 down for 82.
Yeah, nervous times when you're chasing little scores, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a couple of comments coming in from Jack. First of all, he's warning me to protect my collarbone. I'm not sure what that references to. Yeah, I am.
But the other side, that's all right.
That's all right. Well, this side's, this one's buggered already. Don't hurt this one. And Jack suggesting that Bavo's out and he's in. Late breaking selection news for West Coast.
Bavo didn't play last week because of an injury, so that may be playing him up again.
Because I talked his 150th up last week.
Yeah.
Bavo, come on, mate.
He had to pull out. He had a back injury. I think he actually done it on the Monday of Australia Day. Essentially.
Party. Anyway, Chris Popoff, great surname there. He had 49. Dane Peake had 44, not out. Aaron Robson, Robbo, he had 31 for Coolbinia West Perth. And those three players, all from Coolbinia West Perth, batting at 6, 7 and 8 respectively. And when you have a look at Coolbinia, 170 on the board, those players there putting on 112 of them. So good effort.
Very good.
Jared Gibson retired. When you said the bloke got told he wasn't allowed to keep playing, I thought you were talking about Jared, because he retired not out on 46. I don't know why. There you go. And Chris Keswick had 35. just one golden duck. It was to SKLP, but in their innings of 38, one golden and 4 normal, so 5 ducks in the innings and not a single batting mention to come for them.
No, unfortunately not. And if they did get a batting mention there, I think that would have been not many for the other boys. Aritra with the ball. Aritra Dutta got 5 for 10 off of 6 for Western Wolves. Very good innings there. Adrian D'Souza got 4 for 14. Nitesh Kimani took 4 for 21. Richard Aguilera 3 for 12. And Nick Carrillo was 3 for 16 for Mount Lawley Inglewood.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, mate. SKLP, well, they're on 10 and 2. Western Wolves are on 8. Mount Lawley Inglewood in third with 7. Coolbinia on 6. They are just ahead of City Beach and Middle Swan, who realistically, Middle Swan, our side, the scoreline there, 130, we'll use round figures, 130. One of our older fellas blew a hammy and we had a player get dragged up, so yeah, they were chasing tail, but you stuck it out there, and that's what it's all about. Caversham have 4 and Bayswater with 3. Probably going to play the spoiler roles. 5 games left in the season. Probably not quite enough to get the games they need. And in the matches of the week.
Yes. So you got SKLP, one of the 2 highlighted key games, are home to Coolbinia West Perth. And then Caversham at home to Western Wolves. You got Bayswater at home to Middle Swan, and then the other featured game is Mount Lawley Inglewood at home to City Beach. Yeah,
that one there for 3rd versus 4th. And with my Middle Swan hat on, I'm going to cheer on Coolbinia West Perth for that game. So let's have a look at J grade. It is the final grade of the regular competition. It was a tough day out there for the clubs, and I think looking at the batting performances for most of the players as well.
Yes.
Although there are a few batting mentions, but I'm surprised given the score lines. Les Murdy Mazenod 2 for 98 off 21, enough to defeat Ascot, who put on 92. In the 4th versus 3rd game, Belmont 7 for 208, worked hard but couldn't quite get Forestfield, who were 5 for 210. SKLP 2 for 95, defeating Bullsbrook 94. And if you can believe it, another draw.
Crazy.
Swanview all out for 110 off 27 overs, drawn with Dianella all out 110 off 37 overs. So
wow, both sides fully all out.
Yep.
That's if anyone back home watching don't know exactly what I'm saying here, that is like London buses, right? You don't get any for ages, and then you get 3 draws in a row. All after one another, all in the same week. So, yeah, that's 3 draws is ridiculous. On to the batting mentions. You've got Craig Nichols, got 77 at 2. And then Will Merton got 50 at 7, both for Belmont. You then got James Tomaselli, got 50 for
Les Murdy.
For Les Murdy, yeah. And then that was 50% of their runs. Scott Hall got 44 for Ascot. Deepak Ragvani got 47 out of 84, opened the batting. Also got 50% of his team's score, with actually Bullsbrook's bowlers adding 37, unfortunately.
Yeah, so... sorry.
Go on.
No. Well, I mean, 47 from one batsman, 37 from the opposition, and the score that they had on the board there was 94.
Yeah.
So realistically, you have to go, thanks, fellas.
Yeah. So Greg Hooper got 38 out of the 94 for Bullsbrook. One of only 2 players to get above 10. And shout out to Lawrence.
Yeah, Lawrence Hillary.
Yeah, he got 17, 2 for 38 and a catch. And he's actually their photographer. Obviously, we mentioned that earlier on, shouting him out for the photos and videos that he takes. Then the Dianella bowlers actually give Swan Views 31 of their 110 runs, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes I like the reference to the London bus, and they all come in waves and none for ages, etc. There's a saying here in Australia, it might be universal, I'm not sure, that some days you're the windscreen
No.
and some days you're the bug.
Okay.
Because when you're out driving,
Mm-hmm.
obviously if you're the bug and you hit the windscreen, it's a bad day.
Yeah.
If you're the windscreen though and a bug hits you, it's like, oh,
Yeah. You don't feel it.
yeah.
I
So,
get ya. Yeah.
couple of Goldens there, one to Swanview and one to Dianella. In the bowling stakes, I saw a photo of this family. Sage Hupping top of the bowlers with 5 for 41. There was a photo, I think it was actually at your old versus new.
Mhm.
There were 8 Huppings in a photo all lined up together.
Yeah, ridiculous. So I never played with any of them, but the amount of mentions that I've heard other people mention and things like that, and playing in the association games for other clubs now, and yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, well done, Sage, with your 5 for 41. Asad Chowdhury, 4 for 29. Put in a solid effort and a candidate for the All-Stars, Michael Adamson, with 4 for 66, batting at 3, and then taking 4... Oh, hang on, let's start that sentence again. Michael Adamson, 4 for 66, and then put on 43, batting at 4 for Forestfield.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. Tongue, say it properly. Jason Geimer had 3 for 10, Dilip Pirani 3 for 26, and Swanpil Thakur 3 for 29.
Yes, so a big, huge game in this grade this week. You've got Lesmurdy have got Ballsbrook, who are first and second.
Yeah.
Obviously, they'll be hoping to get the home advantage, the team that are sitting top. And yeah, that could decide quite a few things. Obviously, there's 2 games in it, but as soon as you take one of them out, it makes it a hell of a lot tighter. You've then got Forestfield and Belmont. Forestfield are third. You've then got Belmont SKLP, both on 5 wins. Dianella Ascot on 4, and Swanview with 2.
Yeah, some big games there, and as you mentioned, top of the table, Les Murdy versus Bullsbrook. That game at Pickering Brook, and if ever you get the misfortune to go play at Pickering Brook, it's about a 500-metre walk from the club rooms to the pitch. And you got to walk downstairs in front of the members,
Yeah,
traipse through the snakes,
yeah.
because I can honestly say that is a ground I have seen snakes on here in Perth.
Wow.
So watch out for that. But I've walked out there and made 2 and had to turn around and walk back. So
It's
not a great day there. So Bullsbrook, you're going to need to bring your A grade game there. Speaking of A grade games and performances, well, it's time for the weekly Golden Duck update. And as I mentioned earlier in the show, it was the equal lowest full round. We've had rounds where only the top couple of grades have played, or this or that. But where everyone has played, this is the same as week 2, just 21 Golden Ducks across the competition to take us to a season tally of 307. That high will only be until next week when we add 1 or 2 more to it.
Yes, yeah.
A grade,
Ever-growing.
I know, it's like my brain doesn't do maths, but I can figure that out. A grade has 32, B and C grade both with 28. They are, in fact, last week's tallies there. I know that for a fact. SKLP have 30, Caversham, that's better, have 26. And we adjust the scores.
Yep.
Because your club, how many teams you got?
2.
We've got 2. Some have got 8. Some have got 4. Some have got 5.
Yeah.
So we can't do it just on cold hard numbers because that's unfair to the clubs with more.
Of course.
So we break it down to a team or a club performance, and it gives me a little smile, but not a lot of joy, to announce that Middle Swan and Midland are no longer on top of the table. Helena Valley, on a club average of 6, have taken on the top spot there, thanks to Helena Valley.
Definitely. It helped with them getting 2 this week.
Yeah, it did.
Doing a little leapfrog.
And it was literally just that
Yeah.
close. In the All-Star team, it is official. I'm in conversations with ID Athletic and the association about what this will look like. It is a fully representative side. You won't play, but you will be recognised at the wind-up. And Little did I know when I started this the amount of feedback I would get telling me who should be in, asking me why is someone out. It is tough.
Yep.
We go through every grade, every game, every week. We look at who's performed. I can promise you I am watching. I am listening. I'm receptive to your feedback. A great performance, and as recently as last night someone said, no, but what about if someone bats here and then they get an effort there? A good performance will get you into the side at the position you bat. It is then on you to provide some consistency, not always exactly as much, but be consistent to secure it, because we will be going through and double checking stats at the end. Dylan Morgan and Chris Murphy both hold their spots in the 3 and 4 position. 5 players didn't play last week, and that puts them in jeopardy, because you're not going to hold your spot if you're not playing.
Definitely not.
4 did it tough, so 9 players on notice that they better lift the performances. Manpreet Dillon comes into our, what I will call, supplemental list.
Mm-hmm.
He's now in position number 3 as the sub, and Shashi Jacoor, he got a mention earlier from Brabham. He's moved into the number 9 sub position. So if those batsmen or bowlers don't perform, Shashi and Manpreet at least are on the radar. All right, speaking of being on the radar, we've gone through the show tonight. We've had a look at every grade, every game. We've seen some fantastic performances. Mm-hmm. With the bat, with the ball, and some not so good, but that's the way the game goes.
Definitely.
But this year, thanks to our sponsors, Joey's Swan Valley Diner and Intersport Slater Gartrell, as well as our long-term sponsor, ID Athletic, we have the Effort of the Week winner, which is awarded to the person that I adjudicate. Mm-hmm. Tough gig here, that has done the best for their club this week. They'll take home a $50 Slater Gartrell voucher and a $25 Joey Swan Valley Diner voucher, and I'm pleased to say they will take home, I'm picking them up next week, an exclusive ID Athletic Community Sports Show singlet and bucket hat, but we've changed the colours.
Ooh.
They're now in association colours, so you'll be able to wear association colours and go, I got this for my Effort of the Week.
Now I want to win it.
Well, you should. Everyone does. And 2, it was tight. It was tough. I had to weigh it up. I tried to toss a coin to decide the winner, and then it stood on its side. So as a result, I have 2 winners this week. Luke Puskotchen of Ascot F grade for his 57 not out off 43 balls, batting at 7. Just the 1 wicket, but 3 catches. A great effort there, Luke. And from what I heard, Scott said before, his first 50. So fantastic. I didn't know that, so there's a bit of reward for you. And Luke Bossemaker, it's the weekend of the Lukes.
The Lukes are rolling.
The Lukes are rolling. Luke Bossemaker of Bayswater for his 49 off 26, batting at 8. 6 4s, 3 6s in that knock, and 5 for 27. Hard to argue with that.
Very good.
So congratulations to both of the Lukes on taking out those titles there. I'll add your bags to the collection. Just to your left, there's a collection of bags and prizes. Please collect them, viewers. All right, I want to thank all of the guests, all of our viewers, whether you're from Stanford Lee Hope, see the cheat notes there, I can look down too. Stanford Lee Hope, to Steve, to Mr. Cheese out there in Warwickshire, a shout out to Ulster and Ragley, the Bucks, wherever you are across the globe. You've been here with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and our guest of the week. I think you've done very well, Eddo. Congratulations, mate.
I appreciate it.
Hopefully you've enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, been a good laugh.
Yeah, as much off-air viewers, but those versions cost money. Message me. I'll send you the bank details. All right. Thanks, everyone, wherever you are. Thank you. If you're a new follower, if you're an old supporter, long-term supporter, thank you for being a part of our community. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, we're at Hudson Park to see his blokes take on Hawks Punjabi and find out who is going to wipe out next in his quest to become the captain of West Coast.
It's one way of doing it.
Yeah, that's the way you go. All right, congratulations to... And now we're going to award 2 prizes for this. I'm going to be generous. I said Shah Khan, but in fact we did research, didn't we?
Yes.
It's not Shah Khan. It sounds like it. It's Sher Khan.
Yeah.
And he is a tiger. So we're going to give Jeffrey Hammond and Darren Chandler a Joey Swan Valley Diner voucher for getting it right on the PSCA and our feed. That's it. Wherever you are, I say it every week, wherever you are across the globe, please take care out there, stay safe. Always be nice to yourself, but just as importantly in these troubled times, please be nice to everyone around you. Until next time, I am Noel Nosey Johnston, signing off. Thanks, Eddo. Been a pleasure, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Where's the Elvis impression?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, if you want to be in the studio, a couple of clubs are starting to put their names up. I have actually, I won't say abandoned, I've pivoted. If you want to nominate, you don't have to be the host club of the week. You know, you guys are tonight, but if you want to get someone in, reach out and we can organise that. Belmont, Allenbrook are going to be in the studio over the coming weeks as well. So wherever you are, please be nice to you and those around you. See you then.
To the show we adore, from the heart of Perth to the world beyond. Let's hear your roar. Perth Swan Cricket, let's make it clear. The community sports show brings us the cheer. Batting, bowling and fielding with flair. Each game is a story for the players out there. Riding the highs, embracing the lows with passion and pride. That's how this game flows. It's the PSCA Review Show, bringing you magic and treat. Feel the thrill and the pain and even the heat. Awards and recognition for all every week. Come on, join us. Let's take a peek. Hey! Breakdown of the action. Listen to the crowd. Cheers for the wicket. Oh, they're screaming loud. Cricket's not just a game. It's a sight to behold. Stories of legends, both young and the old. No matter the grade, we cover it all. With every wicket taken, we rise and we fall. Across the grounds of Perth, we gather and share memories of triumph, skill, and the players' great flair. It's the PSCA Review Show, bringing you magic and many a treat. Feel the thrill and the pain and even the heat. Awards and recognition for all every week. Come on, join us. Let's take a peek. Hey, hey. Hey. Together we rise, united and strong. With every strap pulled tight, we all sing along. Commentary electric with stories that soar. This week's highlights leave us hungry for more. Catching every moment, we live for the fight. Every player's battle, our hearts feel it right. It's the PSCA Review Show, bringing you magic and many a treat. Feel the thrill and the pain and even the heat. Awards and recognition for all every week. Come on, join us. Let's take a peek. Don't miss the show for all that's exciting, the hype and the glow. Thanks to the sponsors who believe in the game. Your support and pride have earned you the fame. To Perth and beyond, we're proud to declare the PSCA preview show is tops everywhere. With bats and with balls, we're ready to roll. Join in the